Hi, hi. I am so fired up today. My chair is squeaky and it's annoying. While we wait for a second for people to hop on, I'm looking a fool today. I still have this blemish that I tried to dig out of my face because I'm one of those people. While we wait a quick second for people to hop on, can we talk about facial hair? Let's talk really quick about facial hair. Look at these eyebrows are like growing like a weed. Everything on my face is growing like a weed. My mustache I have. And the only thing that's not growing like a weed is my eyelashes. Like the only thing that I need to grow is not growing. But if you're a Pomifera peep, you might want to keep an eye out on that whole eyelash situation. Wink, wink. A subtle wink. Anyways, I am like, hi everybody. Let me know you're here as you pop on, pop on. I'm like so fired up. Like I am on fire, like a crazy manic person. Like I am on fire with my business lately. Like I'm obsessed, as you guys probably noticed. So I learned something. This video is going to be, that was chapstick, by the way. It's chapstick that looks like lipstick. This video is, we're going to talk about money and being paid your worth and a quick little freaking awesome thing that I learned. Hi, Maria. That I learned about the Pomifera compensation plan yesterday that I bet you nobody even knows but me right now. Because it's not something that we like advertise. Like it's not like, I mean, maybe it's written somewhere and I just missed it, but something happened yesterday. So we got our paychecks were calculated yesterday and something happened that just floored me. Like I am mind blown. My mind cannot comprehend like what I learned yesterday about the Pomifera compensation plan. I'm just so freaking just blown away. Like I am like literally cannot stop talking about it. I'm so mind blown. So I'm gonna talk about that in a minute, but I want to start real quick by, first of all, if you don't know, this is gonna be kind of a complicated, like it may be a little confusing what I explain to you. Like you may be like I have a pen, I'm gonna write it, I'm gonna kind of show you because the way that I explain it may be a little confusing. I hope not. But so I want to preface this and say, if you are totally new to the industry, if you're brand new to Pomifera, if you don't understand compensation plans, like if you are not in network marketing, if you don't know kind of the basics of like what's a line one, what does all that mean? Like this may be, my ring light is, this may be a little bit confusing. So I want to say to you guys, if you're watching, just know, like you could keep watching, but just know our compensation plan is badass. That's what I'm going to say. Like it's good. Like I knew it was good. We knew it was good. We put out there like, you guys, we're getting paid our worth here. I learned something yesterday, just how like ethical our company is. Like Lindsay Cologne built this compensation plan with like a compensation plan expert. And there's little, like in compensation plans, there's all sorts of little working parts, right? With ours, there's this little working part behind the scenes that I didn't know existed. And I don't know if anybody else exists. And I'm like, I'm just babbling because I'm so mind blown. This is amazing. So if you don't know anything about compensation plans, just know it's freaking good. And let me also preface with this. If you are outside of the industry and you don't understand network marketing, like how the structure of this is. So there's a big misconception, huge, massive misconception, and you will see it blasted out there for like there's like a whole cult of like anti-network marketers out there. Like literally there's like a cult of us and we're like all happy over here working our business, minding our own business, just like tooting along in our like happy place, right? And then there's this like other cult out there that's like so anti us being happy. They're like, you're terrible, because there's a couple bad apples in the industry, right? There's a couple bad companies in the industry that like spam and they like take advantage and they make false claims. And, you know, there are bad apples everywhere, of course. Hi, Melissa. There are bad apples everywhere, but that doesn't, you can't just blanket stereotype an entire industry because there's a couple bad companies or a couple bad leaders or a couple bad people out there that are like, just, you know, doing unethical things. So I'm on a tangent, but I want to educate you really super quick about a huge misconception in this industry. There's a huge misconception that products that are purchased or made by network marketing companies, for example, a skincare company. Let's say there's a skincare company, there's like Olay, right? You can go buy Olay skincare from like Target. There's Olay right here. There's a network marketing skincare company right here, right? There's this misconception that these two products are like, let's say they're equal products, but the network marketing one is going to be, it's going to be way more expensive because it's being sold by a network marketing company, right? Like there's the regular business structure over here. They're being sold in the retail. They're being sold in Target, right? They're selling their product for this amount, right? And then there's us over here selling our product supposedly for this amount, because supposedly, this is the misconception now. The misconception is that if a product is coming from a network marketing company, that product, the price of the product to the consumer is inflated to pay us, people like me, the representatives, the brand partners, the independent distributors of that company, right? So like I'm a brand partner of Pomifera. The misconception is that Pomifera products, for example, would be overpriced for what they are because Pomifera has to pay me to go sell them. That's the misconception. I want to educate you on why that is completely 100% false, okay? Of course, any company out there, network marketing or not, are going to have inflated products. Like I'm sure some companies out there that massively inflate, overprice for what they are, clear across the board, no matter what type of company it is, right? But any company in existence that is selling a product has a marketing budget, right? So Olay Skincare is out there spending millions of dollars to market and advertise their products via ads, paid ads on social media, paid ads on the internet, commercials on the television. Like they pay, why did I say television like that? On the TV, on the television. Olay pays actors, like, right? They have very high dollar actors representing their brand, and then they pay the TV stations to put their commercials out. That's a massive amount of marketing budget that Olay has, for example, and I'm just using random companies. Network marketing companies have a marketing budget just like Olay has a marketing budget. The difference is us network marketing companies, instead of paying massive ad agencies to go advertise and paying massive actors, like Khloe Kardashian was just paid millions of dollars to advertise Febreze products. Where do you think that money came from that Febreze paid Khloe Kardashian to advertise? It came out of it came out of the consumer's pocket. There is money no matter what product you're buying. A little bit of that money was spent on advertising. The difference between a company like Febreze and a company like us, a network marketing company, is instead of network marketing companies paying these giant $1 million ad agencies and paying this $1 billion CEO to be even richer, these network marketing companies are paying normal people like me to build a small business. They're literally they're building, how do I say it? They're building a vessel for normal people like me, single moms, lonely housewives. They're building this vehicle for us to start our own small businesses. We are the marketing budget. Instead of paying the big people, the big Khloe Kardashians to go take a picture on Instagram, instead of paying Khloe Kardashian $1 million to go take a picture with Febreze, Pomifera and any company, any network marketing company, if they're doing it right, of course there's going to be bad apples, but the good ones are paying normal people like me. Instead of paying $1 billion to Khloe Kardashian, they're paying me a commission to represent the brand and to spread the word and get other people excited about representing the brand. So I just got really passionate right now about squashing that misconception, because I'm really passionate about the industry, because this industry is beautiful. It's freaking beautiful. Like, you guys do not even know. If you are in this industry, you know how, like, dreams can come true here, and it's freaking insane. So I just wanted to squash that misconception for y'all. So share this video. This isn't even why I came on here to talk. If you're in network marketing, you guys, share this video. I should probably even hop off so that you guys can share it, and it doesn't have anything to do with Pomifera, but I'm gonna keep talking because I want to tell you what I learned. But hit share. Like, if you're a network marketer, hit share, spread the word, squash. The best way to squash misinformation and misconceptions and false information is knowledge. Get off here and go share what I just told you. Make it in your own words. Like, go spread the word. Like, we got to combat this misinformation because it's icky. I just got on a tangent, you guys. I just got on such a tangent. Anyways, really, I wanted to hop on here because, sorry, there's Dave. I was like so fired up when I learned this about Pomifera's compensation plan. So this might be a little like confusing to understand, but basically this is what happened yesterday. And I'm so excited. I like have to share it with you guys because it's like so ethical. Like, it's so Pomifera genuinely, like, they have their budget to pay their people and they want to pay us. Like, they like want us to succeed. They want to put money in our bank accounts and like put groceries on the table. Like, I'm just so blown away. Like, I already knew that, but like, I got my own like validation about that. Like, without even, I don't think anybody even knew, like, by responding to an email, what they did for me. Like, I already knew I was in the right place, but just learning this, I was like, I just can't stop talking about it. My mind is blown. So this is what happened. Pomifera paychecks were calculated yesterday, okay? And this is where it's going to get kind of confusing. So if you don't know comp plans, just try and bear with me. When you're in network marketing and you build a team and you have a team beneath you, there's you, and then you recruit somebody, and then they recruit somebody, and then they recruit somebody. It's called your downline, basically. So like, somebody that I recruit is my level 1. Somebody that they recruit is their level 1, but that becomes my level 2, and so on. So like, I have level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So you're paid in network marketing. As you rank up, you qualify to be paid on your downline so many levels deep, right? So I'm to the point now where I am paid real quick. I'm paid 10% on my level 1, 7% on my level 2, 5% on my level 3, and 3% on my level 4. I think I got that right. Just rank promoted. So I believe that I believe I got that right. But you guys get the point. Like, the closer they are up to you, the higher the percentage you are paid on their sales, right? So if someone on my level 1 goes and sells $100, I make 10% of that, for example. And there's a reason I'm kind of telling you the background so that you understand like the amazingness of what just happened. I'm trying to give you a little background. So basically, I got my pay. We didn't get paid yesterday. They were calculated yesterday. So you're probably seeing all the Pomifera peeps are all excited because our paychecks have been calculated. We don't know what they are until they're calculated. It was really exciting. Amazing day, right? So my paycheck was calculated and I'm looking at the breakdown of my paycheck and I'm like, oh shoot, like they forgot to pay me on my level 4, right? So like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4. So level 4 is like people in my downline, right? So I get 3% on my level 4. So I'm like, oh shoot, they forgot to pay me. I asked my upline. She's like, yeah, I got paid on my level 4. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, no big deal. I sent a low priority trouble ticket through my back office, just asking like, was there an error in my paycheck calculation? Like, no big deal. It happens, right? So I'm waiting for my email. I get my email back. Blown. My mind is blown. I wasn't paid on my level 4, but there's a good reason. So basically, and I don't know if this is clear across the board with all companies. So I'm not saying my company is better than yours. I will say our compensation plan is beautiful. I will tell you, seriously, I could get onto another tangent, and I know I'm going around the big block. My mom and I used to, when I was a kid, when you tell a story and you go on and on, it's called going around the big block. I do that a lot. So basically, why was I telling you I was going around the big block? That got me real big around the big block. So basically, what was I saying? I wasn't paid on my line 4. Oh, I was saying, I don't know if this is clear across the board, how every company does it. And I'm not saying that my company is the best company, but I will tell you, seriously, do the math. Like, this isn't just an opinion of mine. This is a fact. Like, this is literally, go do the math. If you're in the industry and you understand compensation plans, if you're in the industry and you don't understand compensation plans, it might be a good idea to get familiar with the terminology and stuff, because that's how you're paid. So educate yourself. But if you're in the industry, literally, go do the math. Go calculate what you're being paid on your downline, and then go look at Pomifera's compensation plan. I will send it to you. I'll literally drop it in this video, so you don't even have to message me and feel like you're going to get pressured. Literally, go look at, if you had your exact team with your current company at Pomifera, what your paycheck would be. Like, seriously, like I could calculate it for you if I really, like, if you want me to, like, seriously, I want you, because you're doing yourself a disservice. If money is important to you, right? This is a business. This is a job, right? If you're so happy with your company, don't even, just get rid of this video. Just stop watching, right? I'm not trying to tempt you with something that you don't want to be tempted with, if that makes sense. Like, if you're so happy, ignore me right now. But if you're like, maybe there's something better, like, I don't want to tempt you, but seriously, if money is important to you, you got to make a business decision for yourself. If you're a top leader and you're like, you know, maybe it's time to move on. People move on. There's nothing wrong with that. I can't tell you for sure that I'll be with Pomifera for 20 years. You don't know what the future is going to hold, and that's totally okay, right? It's okay to move on. It's okay to make a business decision for yourself and go to something bigger and better. So go do the math. Look at what, if you have a team, go calculate what volume did they produce last month? What would you be paid here? Because we are paying your worth. Like, seriously, we are paying your freaking worth. It's crazy. Anyways, I'm on a tangent. I still haven't even told you the amazingness of why I was not paid on my level 4. I'm just so mind blown. So they didn't have to do this. I don't feel like they had to do this for us. So basically, this is how it works. If you recruit, let me write this down. I'm trying to really find a way to really explain this good. Like, I'm trying to, right? If you recruit, this is me. If I recruit A, right? This is me. It's probably backwards. This is me. I recruited A, right? A recruited B. Okay. A would make 10%, like, let's just say they're in my, this is way scaling it down, right? Let's just say that this is my downline, right? So let's say this is me. A would make 10% on B. I would make 10% on A, because that's my front line. B is A's front line. I hope you're getting this. So let's say I recruited A. I should technically be making 10% on what A sells and 7% on what B sells, okay? Let's just pretend that A falls off the face of the earth. She decides, I'm not going to work my business this month. I'm not going to sell anything. She doesn't get active. In order for me to be paid on anybody, I have to be working my own business. It's not just a free pass. Like I have to sell, I have to hit a certain sales goal in order for me to even make money on these people. It's not just like free money, right? I'm working. It's a business. So let's just say I recruit them. A doesn't do anything. Technically, I would be paid that 7% on B because B is my second line, right? Because A didn't do anything, A didn't make 10% on B. So the company rolled B up to me in the compensation plan for that month. So instead of me being paid the 7% on B, I was paid 10% on B. I skipped over A and went to B. So basically, my paycheck, so many people the past couple months have been like, my paycheck was bigger than I calculated. I don't understand. I figured out why. I'm just mind blown. I just saw Rachel hop on. Rachel's like, are you still talking about this? I've been talking about this for like 24 hours. My mind cannot comprehend this. So basically, what happened with my fourth line is nobody on my third line qualified to be paid on their front line, which was my fourth line. Do you get it? Nobody qualified to be paid as a front line on my fourth line. So instead of the company just absorbing that money, which they should have, keep the money. Like, I'm just so mind blown. They could have done that. Instead of them just being like, okay, well, I should have made 3% on that fourth line, right? I thought, okay, I made nothing on that fourth line. But because my third line didn't qualify to be paid on their front line because they didn't sell, right? They didn't hit their rank they needed to qualify. That income rolled up to me, not only just as 3%, it's called compression. They called it compression in the email. They emailed me and like explained this to me. And I'm probably way going around the big block trying to explain this because it's complicated. But because of compression, instead of being paid that 3%, then I was, why am I doing this? This is my fourth line. This pen is representing my fourth line. Instead of being paid that 3% on my fourth line that I was expecting, I was paid 6%. They hopped up. They didn't have to do that. Pomifera didn't have to do that. I'm just so flabbergasted. Like, they did not have to do that. Why did they do that? I just feel so blessed to be with a company that is clearly not out for themselves, right? I'm not implying that any company is out for themselves, but this is a business, right? Companies are looking at their bottom line. They're looking at their profit. Like, our CEO deserves to get paid a fat paycheck too, like they work hard. They deserve their money. I'm just so mind blown that instead of like looking at the nitty gritty profit that they could have just absorbed back into the company, they paid it to us. I just can't, I don't know why. This shook me. I'm like, I'm home. They care, right? It's like, we're not just a number. Like, we're people that they want to take care of. Like, I feel so taken care of. It's crazy. I didn't know that was a thing. I don't think that's like written anywhere in our compensation plan where it's like compression. Maybe it is and I missed it and you guys are looking at me like, you didn't know that? Like, I didn't know that. I'm just so happy to be home. I'm just so blessed. Like, I can't fathom. I'm just so blessed. So that's what I got for you guys. I'm just so excited. Like, I had to go live and tell you, and I went on 700 tangents. Like, seriously, 700. I just kept going. I don't even know. We are home, Leah. I'm so freaking happy that you're home with me too. Anyways, if you guys have questions about anything that I talked about or explained, if you're with Pomifera and that made no sense to you and you want to understand, reach out to me. I have no problem trying to explain better because I know I went on a tangent trying to explain that. If you like have questions about the compensation plan, because I will literally sit down. If you're looking at this and you're like, I want to see it. I want to see the breakdown. Like, would I really make more money with Pomifera doing exactly what I'm doing? Like, seriously, it's because it crushes me sometimes. I have friends in other companies and I see how hard they work, and I know the other compensation plans inside and out, right? I have friends with companies that I've been with before, because sometimes it takes time. You hop around before you find home, right? So I have friends with these other companies and I know their goals, right? I know what financially they need for their families. I have like single mom friends who are like, man, I would love to be able to make 6 figures and stay home with my family, and but it's just not happening in my company, and they just keep going. Like, they're so loyal to their company. Girl, you got to be loyal to yourself. Be loyal to your family. You're doing yourself a disservice. Like, seriously, I just see them like slaving away with these companies that I know, no offense, the compensation plans aren't as good as ours. Like, I hate to be like, mine's better. I hate to say it so bluntly, but like, I'm just so confident that like, I feel like they could be paid so much more of their worth with Pomifera. Does that make sense? And it just kills me because I see them working so hard, and I'm like, man, if you focused and did that with Pomifera, you would change your entire life. Like, your life would be completely different. You would be on a different level in life if you went that hard with Pomifera, as hard as you're going with your other company that I know the compensation plan inside and out. I know it. I know it's not that good, right? But if you're happy there, like, it's not all about money. So I know it's kind of a complicated thing I'm saying. I'm like contradicting myself. That's what I got. I went on and on. I'm going to have no replay watchers because this video is probably so long. If you guys have questions, reach out to me. Seriously, I will not pressure you. I do not need to pressure you. I know that I know what I have here. I know that I have gold. Like, I know that I'm holding on to gold. I know it. So I don't need to pressure you. So if you have questions, seriously, reach out to me. Like, I will be so transparent with you. If you have questions and you're like, well, would I really make more money with Pomifera? Like, I will be totally honest with you. I will help you break down your compensation plan and our compensation plan. And if you're making more money where you're at, I'm going to tell you that. Like, I'm going to be totally real with you. You're not going to come to me and be like, oh, can I skyrocket to the top? And can I make $10,000 like next month? Like, no, you're not going to make $10,000 next month. I mean, unless you have like thousands on your team already, then that could happen. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I will be so real with you. Like, no motives, nothing. Like, my motive is to educate you on the facts, not on my opinion. Like, my motive is literally to lead with facts. So I hope you have a beautiful Tuesday. It's Cinco de Mayo. How did we not talk about this? Happy Taco Tuesday, Cinco de Mayo, you guys. Go eat some tacos.